Hello and welcome back to the Yogis Pod. We have a fitness related question today, so I'll be reading the email. Dear Sir, I'm a spiritual aspirant. Yesterday I came across your channel and found your videos inspiring. Keep up the good work. Oh, thank you. I have been on the spiritual path for a few years now and I'm struggling with a problem for which I could not find a solution yet. Whenever I practice pranayama or such breathing techniques, I have experienced a sudden weight loss. The problem is my parents do not want me to look thin and malnourished. This is affecting my social life also, and I'm unable to practice pranayama due to unnecessary weight loss. For some genetic reasons, my body is not absorbing fat from vegetarian foods, so I'm compelled to eat eggs and do weightlifting every morning just to maintain a healthy appearance. Can you please give me some advice on this? I would like to practice pranayama, but unnecessary weight loss is preventing me from doing it. Please help. Regards, Sujit. So the first problem is that your parents don't want you to look thin and malnourished. So I don't know how you look, but in my experience, fitting other people's expectations of how you look or anything at all actually is next to impossible. You gain weight, they say, oh, you have become so fat. You lose weight and they say, oh, you look so weak and thin. You become too muscular and they say, oh, it's too much. So I would actually first check if you actually need to do anything at all, but let's not completely invalidate your parents' concern. But my point is that it should come from you and not just social pressures. So if you want to do this for yourself and you want to improve the way you look in a realistic way and you aspire to be more healthy and strong, then we can definitely address that, because even if you're a spiritual aspirant, as you say you are, you still need to honor your physicality. And your body can be a stepping stone instead of an obstacle. Now, the way I like to approach this is from multiple angles or modalities. Approaching any subject or any aspect of life through a kind of a purist eye is severely limiting in my experience. My approach to nutrition not only includes what the ancient yogic sciences tell us, but also through the modern scientific approach. This is not common, unfortunately, amongst the people who teach yoga, and as a consequence, they produce inferior results when it comes to their own physique, and the ones they teach also rarely find success in achieving their desired results. And usually the excuse is, I don't care about my physique or my body. Well, to each their own, but I don't think this is the right approach. And this also applies to people who look at the nutrition label and calories and don't pay attention to the freshness of the foods, how processed it is, where it is sourced from, because all of this is what the yogic sciences are concerned with. The aliveness of the food, as we say, which is very difficult to quantify, but on the other hand, very easy to experience. Personally, I feel terrible if I don't get enough fresh fruits and vegetables in my diet. So my take is, go by what works best. And when it comes to my body, I have a certain standard set for myself, which is to look like I could join the 300 army of King Leonidas tomorrow if I wanted to. And if I sit for meditation, my body is not in the way. It just lets me be. So I can pay more attention to the subtler aspects of my system. Now, you don't need to have the same aspirations as me, but having a basic knowledge of diet and nutrition is absolutely mandatory for anyone who is educated in this day and age. So depending upon the yogic practices that you're doing, you will be expending more energy or burning more calories than you say not doing anything or being sedentary. Keep in mind, this is not the purpose of yoga, as yoga is not an exercise, but we can still reap many physical benefits from it. You say my body is unable to absorb fat from vegetarian foods. I highly doubt this is the case unless you have a rare genetic disorder, which it would be probably safe to say you don't. So you may have a higher metabolism though, so that's possible. So the fat absorption is not the real issue here. You simply need to increase your caloric intake, which is happening when you are eating eggs. which are calorie dense food if you're eating the whole egg, including the yolk. And that's also adding the much needed protein to your diet. So you're adding a little bit of muscle mass onto your body. That's why you're seeing better results there. You can also do that without the eggs, and you can just consume, foods through vegetarian sources if you want. I will get into that later. But first, I want to tell you about the concept of calories in and calories out. There is a certain amount of energy used by your body to maintain its normal day-to-day function, which includes keeping you alive. This is your maintenance calories or your total daily energy expenditure. It depends on various factors like your activity levels through the day, your metabolism, etc., etc. Now, if you consume food or calories or energy in surplus of your maintenance, your body weight will increase. If you eat less than your maintenance calories, you will lose weight. Simple. So people going, no, I eat so much, yet I lose weight. You are eating in a calorie deficit. You're eating less calories. You need to eat more calories. This can be easily done by eating calorie-dense foods like dates, nuts, chia seeds, avocados, etc., etc. You can use Google to find the stuff you actually like to eat. In Isha Hatha Yoga, we were also told to eat jaggery for this purpose. So I was eating huge chunks of jaggery after my meals to make sure I wasn't losing too much weight doing the 8 to 9 hours of sadhana every day. Also because I have a sweet tooth and I love to eat sweets. So now if you want to lose weight and you tell me that you eat so little but still it's not happening and your weight is increasing or it's staying the same even, that means you're in a calorie surplus, or you would be eating your maintenance calories if your the scale is not moving at all. But if the scale is increasing, if you're gaining weight, you are eating above your maintenance calorie amount. So you will probably benefit from eating foods with a lower calorie density, which includes most vegetables and fruits, except for maybe a few like bananas or mangoes, which are great for you, by the way, but you don't want to eat too many if you're trying to lose weight. And limiting intake of high calorie processed foods will help. In my experience, I have seen that it's easier to stay under your maintenance calories if you just avoid certain foods for some time, for some duration. And if you still have ifs and buts when I say this, listen, you're not above the laws of thermodynamics. No, but maybe I'm generating so much ojas. Okay, I get it, you're super spiritual, but the thermodynamic laws still apply to you. And jokes apart, there are no cheats. Unfortunately, there are no cheats or magic pills out there. And if they are, they come with certain risk factors, which most people would not like. Now, for the practical application, I will tell you two ways. The first is a more exact science, but requires some effort. You need to calculate your estimated maintenance calories, or TDEE, through online calculators, and start tracking your daily calorie intake through an app. This is a systematic, scientific, fail-proof way of doing this. I recommend people do this calorie counting method for at least a few weeks. And after that, you won't need to, because you will know how to manipulate your diet to suit your goals. This is what I do. And you will see the weighing scale move in your desired direction on a weekly basis if you do this right. If not, you need to go back to the previous step and make sure you're counting calories correctly and that you're not over or underestimating your maintenance calories. The online calculators will only give you an estimate idea. You work from there and adjust your calorie intake accordingly. Method 2. If you still don't want to count calories, it's fine. You can still get results without it if you're mindful of what you're eating. Doing Hatha Yoga practices like Angamardana can produce phenomenal results in terms of weight optimization when combined with a well-balanced diet. Same goes for weight training or any other physical activity you like to do. But it doesn't matter what method you choose, do not change your diet drastically. It is unnecessary and unsustainable in most cases. Go for incremental and small changes in your diet, as that is the sustainable way. It breaks my heart when I hear about people doing 500 calorie crash watermelon stupid dieting because they're going to fail inevitably. And don't get me started on the professionals putting them on such unsustainable diets. But going beyond calorie counting, eat better foods and unprocessed whole foods as much as possible. Indulge once in a while if you want, have that ice cream, because if you don't, you will end up binging or falling off the wagon. And even if you do fall off your wagon, do not give up. It's no big deal, just keep going. Just move on and continue to pursue your goals. Nutrition, diet, and fitness are lifetime commitments, and the learning process continues till the day you drop your body. So it's a marathon, not a sprint. And if you're a spiritual aspirant and that is your top priority as of now, focus on the Hatha Yoga practices more than your workouts. You can always get jacked later, but just looking good on the outside with no ways to explore your inner aspects is inevitably going to work against you. Let me know if you have any more questions regarding this topic or any other. All the information is out there for free, but if you need help with this, I do offer consultation sessions. You can drop me an email or a DM, and I will leave my details in the description. Take care and see you in the next one.